We got a closer look at how Governor Newsom is proposing to spend taxpayer dollars in the upcoming year. KCRA 3 Capitol correspondent Ashley Zavala explains how the wildfires in L.A. could have a major impact on the state's spending.
This is just the first draft of the governor's proposal, with really this whole spending plan not due until June. There were already a lot of unknowns coming into this presentation with the incoming Trump administration, but now with those LA wildfires, there are even more questions. California Department of Finance Director Joe Steffenshaw is sitting in for Governor Gavin Newsom, who's on the front lines of the LA wildfires.
The governor's total focus now is on the communities.
Steffenshaw presented Newsom's $322.3 billion spending plan. He noted CAL FIRE's budget has nearly doubled since Newsom took office and said the department would be shielded from Newsom's overall effort this year to trim down government spending.
And in ensuring that they will have all the resources that they need as we move forward and deal with the current circumstances.
Newsom's administration expecting a slight budget surplus of $363 million, but is prepared to pull billions out of savings with several unknowns. That includes the incoming Trump administration, its impact on the economy, and now the Los Angeles wildfires. LA area tax returns will likely be delayed, meaning state leaders won't really know how much money is available when the budget is due in June. The fires also present a major problem for California's FAIR Plan, the state's property insurance program that's been at risk of bankruptcy with a major disaster like this one.
In the event that the FAIR Plan were to go insolvent, or if there was a situation where what's happening right now in Los Angeles ends up having some major impact on that program, how would that impact the state's financial future or this plan?
It's an issue that we're tracking and analyzing in real time now, but it's still too early. I think in terms of knowing what the ultimate impacts are going to be.
We need a lot more money than $200 million.
Republican Assembly Budget Vice Chairman Heath Flora was a volunteer firefighter. He says the governor needs to invest way more in vegetation management projects to prevent catastrophes like the one happening now. He says with few funds, the state has only done a small fraction of the millions of acres statewide that need clearing.
If we don't deal with fuel and vegetation management, there's nothing we can do about it. In Palisades, what's going on in LA is that perfect example.
So from here, this kicks off the nearly 6-month negotiation process between Governor Gavin Newsom and state lawmakers on the state spending plan. The next update we'll get on the state's financial future will be from Governor Gavin Newsom in May. Reporting at the state capitol, Ashley Zavala, KCRA 3 News.
Well, lawmakers typically begin hearings on Newsom's budget plan next month.